everyone, I thought I'd give you a triple process or a triple layout process video for you. So I'm filling up the rest of my April 2018 Travels Notebook with using the exclusives and the April Kitaholic Kits. Now I'm starting with this printable card with the heart and the border and that live, love, laugh, love. And I decided that I could use that Project Life card to cut out the other side of the heart, and that way I could sort of replicate it and have a full page spread. And so I'm using it sort of to outline and cut it, and I realized then I'm going the wrong way with my drawing, so then I redo it and I'm like, yep, that'll probably be about the right height. Yeah, just a little bit. So I start cutting, then I realize I'm backwards. So then I'm like, okay, no worries, I can tape that in the background and cut the heart again. So then I make it again, outline it. Yep, I'm like, cool, this is going to work. And I get some washi and even stick that bit together where I originally cut. And I'm still committed to it. I'm cutting out the heart, go put it together and fail. Look at the size difference. It looks horrific, and I'm just like, what on earth can I do? So instead, I put it in on that right-hand side, having it look like I've cut it off, which is the whole reason why I did that Project Life card and then made it into a Traveller's Notebook size in the first place. So I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to go through these words, and I was going to put some words on the left side. So this is going to just be a filler page in this notebook. I've done a couple of filler pages just because April last year didn't have 20 million photos, but also because I like just creating. I think it's really nice to just flip through and look at some prettiness on some page rather than having that photo take over from all the goodness that's going on. So I figured I'd spell Happy April Vibes, and so I'm sticking it on here. This is the page protector side. On the back is the previous spread, and it obviously left the white side, which is nice. So you can see here, working with the thickers to spell out April. And we work it out, and happy's not going to nestle in nice. So then I was like, I'll bring it over here. So I move it over to the right side, sorry. And then I like it much better. I'm going to use some double-sided tape just to stick the vibes down. And then I'm going to work out how I can cover over that live, laugh, and love, because it looks all right there having the title underneath it, but I just wanted a bit of something else on there, and the best way to do that without overwhelming the page was to cover that and not have that on the page any longer. So I'm going to dig into the die cuts that we got from the kit this month. And so this is the April Kitaholic Kit. So we have lots of cocoa vanilla happiness in there and lots of other goodies. So check out the unboxing if you are interested in what we get in the kits. So I'm going to add this flower with a butterfly, and then I'm going to reach in to the stickers and find another butterfly, just because purely I didn't want to fussy cut that little one, which is crazy when you see the next process in this video. So just pulling out this pink one here, and that's just covering the last of the words, and it just makes it look like there's a bunch of flowers flying off the page, because I don't know about you, I don't often see them in groups like that in the wild, but on scrapbooking pages we always have a couple of butterflies flying off in a cluster of, in a row and whatnot. It's just something that we do. It looks just appealing to our eyes. So speaking about butterflies, on to the next page, and I have cut out a whole pile of butterflies from the big 12x12 and the 6x8 page. So I have a couple of sizes, and I've put them in rainbow order, and I'm just going to glue them up from the left side across the pocket page in the middle there, and then I'm going to put my photo on the second page underneath. So actually I didn't mention, this is a pocket page Traveller's Notebook from the Stamp Spot, and this is my first time I've used one, and I'm enjoying the challenge and the point of difference of having those pocket pages in there and doing quite a few different things with them, rather than just a normal Traveller's Notebook that are just plain paper all the way through. So just getting out some wet glue, and you can see I'm just sticking it on, just having a play with it flying up and around, sort of in like a, what would you say? Sort of like half, you can't even, like in a bit of a curve. So it's going towards the top right with a bit of a curve so that I could fit in the colours. So moving on to the orange, and I'm just literally sticking them to the plastic page protector here and to the paper on the left there. Don't need to be worrying about those kind of things. On the other side, you can't see it, you can just see the back of the pattern paper. Some are wood veneer or wood paneling, I guess, pattern paper, and the others from the 6x8 are just white. So it doesn't matter. And really, when you turn the page, you should be looking at the photos and the rest of what's going on rather than the back of the butterflies. So, and the other thing about using wet glue is it's a bit forgiving in the first few moments, so you can move it around a little and get the position of the butterflies in the right spot. So just finishing up here with the 2 blue colours. Just making sure I've got the 5 colours on there so that I could have that rainbow look. Just seeing if I want to add some small butterflies in a bit of a, to the side of the big cluster. This one's going to go on there. Just like that. And I'm loving it. It just looks so pretty. Nestle this blue one in. It worked out much better. Oh, kicked my knee. Worked out much better than I even thought when I first started cutting them. I'm like, I'm just going to cut some flowers, put them in rainbow order, and let's see how they get on the page. And I really like it. I really, really like it. So, pulling out the Vicky Buden thickers and phrases and trying to work out what title I want. My son, I don't know if you just quickly seen his hand there, point something out. He was telling me I need to use that one. Set it on this day, and I'm just going to work out exactly where I want it. A couple of spots, a couple of choices, because it's not always as simple as knowing exactly where it's going to go, but I find the perfect spot, and just here is where it's going to go. And that is just, it's like it was made for that exact purpose. So there we go, there goes the title, and I really like the fact that you can see through to the next page. I'm not going to overwhelm the next page. I just want to have a bit of a pop of something so you know that you're expecting something when you turn the page, but not overwhelm these butterflies. There's some hearts on the Vicky Buden sheet. I'm surprised there's any left at this stage because I am loving the size of those sprinkly little crosses and hearts and stars, I believe, too, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, I found some nice colours, so I've added them in a few spots, and we're moving to the next page. So I've got these three little photos that I've printed, and of me trying to take a selfie because I put some makeup on while we were going out last year in April. So of course, if I'm going to bother putting makeup on, the 2 or 3 times that I do every year, I should take a selfie, and that was what I've done. And I actually took 1 million of them because I have no idea how to take a selfie. So I now have 1 million of them, which is funny because I make some little layouts about the fact that I can't take a selfie and have to take 1 million of them. So add in some journaling, pretty much saying I've put makeup on, so therefore I need to have a selfie. And cut back, and we're just going to add a couple more butterflies, and I just need to make sure they're in the right colour position. So this one I first was going to put pink, and then I realised, no, you'll be able to see it from the other side. So I put some orange, and the other ones I don't think you can really see from the front, but I do make sure, and plus it just ties in that rainbow order from the first page. So you can see there, just some more wet glue, nestling those two in together. They're just really pretty. It's really simple. You can see, other than the fussy cutting, which you could sit and do while you're, watching TV or while your children are having lunch and you're talking to them, whatnot. So that's the end of that layout. And now I'm going to move to the third layout that we've got in this process video. And this one, I've done something pretty unique. I don't know if anyone's done it before, which is fine if they have, and I've seen it and probably scrap lifted them. I don't know, but I feel like it's something new. I'm going to cut the page protector right down the middle here and right down the middle of the bottom, and I'm going to use it to protect the pattern paper. What I was finding is the page protector, because it's plastic, it dulls down that page on the right, or when you flip it on the left. And I was finding I liked the way it looked, but I don't like the fact that one was the normal pattern paper look and the other was a muted down kind of look with the plastic. So I thought if I cut it, I could cover both sides with the plastic and they'll both look the same in the pattern paper, and I'll have that nice little glossy shine from the page protector. So that's what I did. I cut it, and you can see now I'm using just double-sided tape. You can't see it. You probably might see it in years to come if it ages and goes yellow, but I'm okay with that. I'm sure you could go and use like vellum tape would probably be a good use. And you can see it looks so nice. Just, you could literally leave it like that, I feel. I like that paper, that rainbow ordered paper. So here's my photo of me standing in front of the Brisbane Bridge, and going to use some of the offcuts from those rainbow order papers and offset them a little so that they could be a matte for the photo. Just starting with that one. I did cut down my photo a lot and have it more in a like landscape format rather than a squarish format, which I've done a lot in this notebook. So I'm just going to add that second photo mat, and while I'm just doing this, I do then add a little bit of blue from the other side of the pattern paper. I have done a flip through of this journal because I've finished this traveller's notebook for April 2018, and I have that over on my channel by the end of this month, so definitely go over and check that out. I'm Scrappy Cheeky Lauren on YouTube, so if you want to see that and any other videos that I've been doing, then check that out. But yeah, I thought I'd share with you the process of the flip through, because that is pretty interesting, because I've done a few different things and this is the first time I've used a pocket page traveller's notebook. I thought it might be nice. I really like the way it turned out. So this notebook started when I revealed the Traveller's Notebook printable exclusives to the subscribers at the beginning of the month. We did a live together up over on Facebook, and I did probably nearly close to half, I believe, or just over half of the notebook in that scrappy session. And then I came back and I've done these ones on video and a few others off video. So there's a wide range of people who might have seen some or none or just this little bit. So hopefully that's enjoyable. So I've just put the title down. I've used the word thick, remember from the Vicky Booten puffy thickers, and then this moment I've written there with those small pink fresh thickers, which are really adorable, and I need 20 million packets in every single colour. And I'm just going to add some sprinkles down the side. So I've got some of the plus signs from the thicker pack, and then a die cut heart and this word. I'm just cutting them down. I'm finding a lot of words lately have a lot of white space, and sometimes I like that and sometimes I don't. So in this case I didn't want all that white space taking up all that room. Wanted it to be more little bits and pieces sprinkling down the page. I'm going to add some butterflies because they were still there from the previous page. So if anyone else like that, if you've left something, a supply on your desk and you just you keep looking at it and you're like, yep, that's going to go there and it's going to go there now. So gonna just build the cluster up through the top there. Instead, I add that one there, but I was going to add it to the photo. Instead, I'm going to add this tab here from the sticker sheet, and then I'm going to build a little cluster there. So I really like the idea of cutting that page protector rather than filling it this time. I have a wide range in this notebook. I've filled it, I've used a sequin pocket, I've used vellum, I've cut it like this one, I've put the butterflies on it like the previous one. So I think all in all, I probably tried a lot of techniques in this traveller's notebook. It was fun. So glued down that heart up there. I did staple it before I glued it down so that I could have the look of a staple through it, but not staple through my page and have to cover it up on the next side. Adding some of these sequins that have already got some glue on them, so that's really handy to get on there. And that's going to be this page after I put a tiny word on that tab up the top. Then we'll go into the close-ups. And that's going to be the triple process video for today. So hopefully you've enjoyed working in my notebook with me today, and I will hopefully see you next video. Like and subscribe. Talk to you next time. Bye.